I find that one unique aspect of this case that I think is different than many others that I see on a regular basis is the extent to which this happened in front of children old enough to understand what's happening. These were not infants. These were children in the report listed as 11 and 9 years old. To the extent that, according to the report, an 11-year-old child had to jump over a gate in the backyard and run to the security station in order to protect his mother from what was happening. It was also reported that this was not just about protecting the children and getting them away so they didn't see what was happening, but also when Mr. Mayweather left the home, he left with not just his belongings in the truck, he left with Ms. Harris's cell phone and both children's cell phones. It is fortunate in this situation that they were able to contact security and gain assistance that evening, because there were threats to kill her, threats to make her disappear, and things could have gotten even more out of hand than what they did. I thank Ms. Winkler for bringing up some of the things that Mr. Mayweather does for our community, and I think that's great. I hope that those continue. I also am glad to hear that you are now involved in the family court system in California, and hope that that continues and enables you to have a healthy relationship with Ms. Harris and your children. I believe that sentencing is appropriate for many reasons, some of which are rehabilitation, some of which are deterrence, some of which are punishment, and punishment is appropriate. It's not only to deter Mr. Mayweather himself in the specific deterrent sense of not committing these kinds of crimes in the future, but also a general deterrent effect to deter others, those that hear about this, those in our community, those that are in the courtroom today, and his children, from growing up and thinking that this is okay. I am sad to hear that Mr. Mayweather was raised in a home where there was violence, and I'm sure that that has a good deal to do with how he is today and how he deals with stressful situations. And I hope that a period of counseling, again, now that it's 11 years later, will assist him down that road. But I also think a period of time in incarceration will send the right message to the community and to his children that no matter who you are, you have consequences to your actions that are appropriate when this level of violence is inflicted. So my sentence is as follows. You are ordered to stay out of trouble during the pendency of this case. No new arrests or criminal citations for any criminal action, traffic notwithstanding. Traffic would not count. You are to attend a long-term domestic violence counseling program. That is a 12-month program. On count 5, I am sentencing you to pay a $500 fine, and that will be consecutive to the $1,000 fines previously imposed on counts 7 and 8 for a total fine of $2,500. You are to perform 100 hours of community service work. And I'm imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served. I will give him credit for the other 2 days for the case that is being dismissed as part of this negotiation.
There's nothing being dismissed.
Oh, I'm sorry, not dismissed, you're correct. For the other case that he's going to be resolving in the other department. I misspoke. Thank you for correcting me. And I am setting a surrender date of January 6th at 10:45. And at that time,
is the court going to consider a home detention program?
not in lieu of the 90 days. I have considered it, yes, absolutely. And I have decided that the time that he will spend in custody is appropriate. I will see you on January 6th at 10:45.